And Vugu Nayosi, Black Revolutionary Now. Breaking news, Black family. Ivory Coast is under a coup d'etat right now. And I heard from a lot of reliable sources that the military in Ivory Coast have taken over this puppet government. And for people who don't know, this puppet government, this president, was being used by America and France to destabilize Burkina Faso. Yes. And I did a video like a few weeks ago where I speak about Michael Lanley, that so-called general. He went down to meet the former president, I should say, of Ivory Coast. And the whole thing is what they were trying, or the America and France is trying to build a drone base in Ivory Coast so they could go and attack the Sahel countries, specifically Burkina Faso. And this is a good thing because there has been a lot of protests have been going on from the people, the citizens of Ivory Coast, but we all know how this media like to suppress information that doesn't fit their narrative. And once we look at Ivory Coast, who is breaking away, hopefully is breaking away from this colonial chokehold and join the AES, we all know game is over. Because when you look at Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, they are landlocked, meaning that they don't have access to the sea to import or export goods. So once you have a country that is on the ocean and who could have ships, or they could have ships coming into the country, it's very, it's a power move, because you could move a whole set of goods at once, and it is much cheaper than flying and stuff like that. So yes, This is a great thing because we all know that the people, the citizens, not the government, they are the true people who actually know what they want for their future. So when we have a president who is being used and abused by Western so-called powers, we all know it cripple a country financially, economically, socially, on all levels. So let's just see how this play out. And good sources is saying that they can't find the president of the Ivory Coast and they don't know what happened to him, whatever. To me, and a lot of people who think like me, I mean, I don't give a damn, because the country belongs to the people who is speaking up. Because you had a lot of people from surrounding West African countries like Ivory Coast, like Nigeria and Ghana, who have been rallying support for Ibrahim Traore. Yes. So, and the government of those countries have been trying to suppress information of support of those African countries like Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, breaking away from this colonial grip. So we gonna keep a close eye on this. This is big, this is huge, because they, right, and I'm talking about the West, these white supremacists, they like to use these puppet leaders in order to go after other African leaders who is doing great for the people, or who want great for the people. And from history, we all know that once they use these puppet leaders, they are the invisible hand, because people from the outside looking in, they basically saying, oh yeah, look at this black person attacking another black person. That's the narrative. But we don't know that this has been going on for a very long time, where white supremacy is never to be seen, but they orchestrate all the wars and coups in certain African countries, and they are never to be seen or never to be blamed for that, right? Because they always use someone who look like us in order to do their dirty work. So respect and big up to the people of Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire. And it is great to see Africa, especially West Africa, waking up. The people is waking up. So when we hear about a government who is talking about going after a leader who is doing good for their people, we have to remember and keep in mind the people and the citizens doesn't feel or don't feel the same as that corrupt government. So yes, breaking news, a coup d'etat in Ivory Coast to get rid of that puppet leader who was being used to sabotage Burkina Faso and Ibrahim Traore. Peace and black power, black revolutionary now.